Manchester's favourite young troubadour.
That's what it says on my website. I didn't write that.
Gideon Conn, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks, Rich.
Oh, I believe in you and me. My K-pop didn't dump with me.
Yeah, and I got a girl's phone number.
So you're hoping she's going to be at the gig tonight?
No, she lives in London. We went to the aquarium. She paid.
But no one works much harder than the man who drives around selling fish. He drives around in a van with a picture of a fish.
It was great. But she had a boyfriend. That wasn't so great.
But it's bound to be dibby bump. You give me a mouthful and I fill it with gum. I want my biscuit without leaving a crumb. Then I'll kiss you on the titties, I tickle your tongue.
Smallish audiences between about 5 and 55.
Oh yes, after everything you made me do. Oh yes, you know you mean the world to me. Ever the must yes, no.
My thoughts sort of tell me that everyone needs songs and everyone can relate to songs. Unless you're a strange person who doesn't like music, like my mum. Bah humbug is what you say to young love when you're old and tired and the system turns against you. Things are no longer meant for you and you're looking for a way out, higher climbs.
How did that come about with Jason Mraz last year?
Someone booked me. Cornets, trombones and saxophones, swinging with the cymbals and the snare is there, giving a backbeat so you can move your feet and shake your hips like Gladys Knight and the Pips.
It's with the acapella with action.
Yeah, do you want to just kind of demonstrate a little bit of what goes on?
Pylons and wires, pylons and wires,
Pylons and wires, pylons and wires.
I was a kid with a guitar.
Oh, you did all that as well, yeah?
I had lessons from 8 years old at school in a group of about 20 with Mr. Chamaret, and we learned to play Good, the Bad and the Ugly.
Unlike the way I enjoy myself the most is getting down to be in turn.
My dad does like music but doesn't play anything, but he prefers talk sport on Radio 5 Live.
Spoken Bosnia and decided that society was shite. Took a taxi to the cinema. If you explain the plot.
At every gig that you do another picture?
Most of them. This is a jazz trio called the John Ellis Trio. John Ellis is a fantastic pianist based in Manchester, a jazz pianist who I really like his music. It's been water damaged because my bag got wet at Glastonbury.
Power hungry, eat money for breakfast. Money makes money, but money gets restless.
And then I had a year in the building industry, just labouring.
Yeah.
I thought I would be a builder. But it turned out I wasn't a builder.
Come out of a 5-year relationship, and she wasn't really up for replacing him. But then you never know who you're going to find, and she wouldn't get him out of the mind.
I just don't know you very well.
I'm a big fan of detective dramas.
Okay.
Poirot, Wallander.
I'm not ready to give up yet. I'm not ready to quit. I'm not about to drop what I'm doing for the benefit of a quiet life. I'm not ready to throw in the towel. So tell me please, what is my struggle about?
So if I'm able as a songwriter to provide a song that's special enough to be able to contribute to people's lives in a meaningful way, then I feel I've really achieved something and really hit the button.
Don't dip da, but you make me sing. But dip da, but you make me sing. But dip don't I don't want to surrender to my inner self. I just want to enter a new stage of inner wealth. I'm no longer quite as young as when I begun. And as time moves on, I must confess it's harder to have fun with all of the pressures that life brings to bear. Physical, mental, emotional cares that affect my decisions and control my affairs and leave me wavering between joy and despair. But when I see her face around the workshop, my thoughts stop as if